for a while because I've been having some technical difficulties with my handy dandy YouTube channel, but I'm very important when it comes to home ownership. Crazy dogs in my backyard. My next door neighbors have these dogs that just never stop barking. Hi, how you doing? I know I haven't been around for a while. Thank you for joining me. So I'm talking about the gas company and my new swimming pool. So what happened was every time I put the spa on, my brand new gas heater would pop off, and it has 7-year warranty. So what happened was my pool builder said to me, make sure you contact the people who have the warranty on this very expensive, here it is right here, I'll show it to you. There it is. That's the heater for the swimming pool. And the heater for the swimming pool is for the spa. Now, of course, I told everybody, you guys can come and join me anytime you want to go in the spa. It holds 10 to 12 people. But anyway, so it kept popping off. And it's kind of a bummer to invite people over to jump in the hot tub and it's not hot, right? So what they told me is that you have stupid dogs next door barking is what they told me. I'm just kidding, that's not what they said. But this is super important, so you guys should hang around for this. So what happened was they said, call the gas company and the gas company will put a new meter on your home. And I'm like, oh God, what's that gonna cost me, a new meter? And they said, you guys, it's free. And I said a free gas meter to make a bigger gas meter. So I'll show you what they put on my home. So they put on this huge gas thing. Before they did that, what they said was when we come out, they didn't tell me this, okay? So I'm warning you right now, if you have a safety inspection done by the gas company, have a backup person that you know can come out and fix your gas line or look for the leak. So when I ordered the new gas meter, I'll show it to you, it's really cool. A cool gas meter, right? Here it is. Here's the gas meter, see it? There it is, hold on, I'll fix this. There it is, the gas meter. I'm trying to get a good look on it. There it is. So they knocked on my door and they said, before we can put the new meter on, owners and people looking at homes should make sure you have that safety check. I mean, God, it's free. And so what really got me into safety and home ownership is the fact that, get this, you guys, my next door neighbor's house caught on fire and it was electrical fire. They were not home. If the neighbor next to us was not home, we would have never known his house was on fire. And all of our houses could have went down. So basically what happened was they left something plugged in. Hi, Tyler, how you doing? Hi, Jessica. They left a plug in. I have the pictures of all the fire trucks here. There was 8 fire trucks on our street. They blocked off the street. It was really crazy. I was leaving to help tutor a student. And the guy said to me, don't leave, we're probably gonna have to evacuate. And I'm thinking, if my house burned down, how would I replace everything I have? So what happened, hi, how you guys all doing? So what happened was, after his electrical fire, I learned from the fire department that, I don't know if you guys know this, it seems like it's common sense, but I didn't know it. Common sense is not so common. What it was when you leave your house, especially on a vacation, you should unplug every single thing that's plugged in and make sure everything's off. So I know I only have 7 of you guys on, but give me the thumbs up, please. I've got to work on my YouTube videos because unfortunately, but true, I couldn't get on YouTube. I was locked off for a bit. So anyway, you got to unplug everything. What happened was he had a plug in the wall and it heated up and it caught the drywall on fire. And if it wasn't for the fact that our neighbor was outside having a cup of coffee and smelled the smoke, we would have never known. And the whole neighborhood could have gone up in smoke. So it made me so much more aware of all the things that you should check in your home. Now, the thing is if you keep the house maintained in a good manner, what will happen is when you go for your home inspection, when you sell your home, if you ever sell it, you won't have as many problems. So I gotta show you, this is super crazy. So one of the first things that they checked in my house, oh my God, let me think, what was the first thing? The first thing he went to was the kitchen. Here we go. So he opened the door and our vacuum hadn't been working and my dogs live with me. So it was kind of hairy. And I have no good lighting here, so you're seeing raw Sharon Butler. So he came into the kitchen and the first thing he did was he looked at my gas. Right here, see, this is my stove. That's it right there. And he lit it. So I'm gonna try to hold it on it so you guys can see it. So when you have a gas stove, let me see, how can I do this? You turn it on, see it? It's doing that little ticking thing and it's not coming on right away. Okay, so that's not good. I don't know why it's not coming on right now. But anyway, when he lit it, oh, it was coming on, it was the wrong one. Anyway, oh God, that smells like gas. So I lit mine. See how right there, it only has like, I don't know if you can see, only part of it's lit. So if you ever turn on your gas and only part of it's lit, what you have to do is you have to clean out the little holes that are below it. So you got to clean out those holes so it doesn't get plugged up. So after he checked my stove, the next place he went, you guys, I can't believe I had this. In my laundry room, this is my laundry room. In my laundry room, you know the hose that connects from your dryer into your wall where all the lint goes out? Thank you for the likes, I love it. My hose, now believe it or not, this dryer has been in here for the last 12 years. And what happened was the hose broke, that little silver hose that goes from the back of your gas dryer so the lint goes out. It was broken and it had a bunch of tears in it. And there was literally lint all behind my dryer and my washer. So one of the things you guys should do, like now, is look behind your dryer and make sure that that thing is not have a hole in it and that there's not lint there. Because he said the other leak, the gas leak I had, was behind my gas dryer. And if at any time it could have caught to that lint and my whole laundry room could have gone up and then my whole house would have gone up. So that's super important. So that was the second place he looked. The first place was my stove. So if you have a stove top that's gas, the second place is behind your washer and dryer. So I didn't have a leak on my stove. And my dryer was a problem. So then I looked at him. I gotta tell you guys, this is crazy. I looked at him and I said, hi, Jessica. I got 2 Jessicas. Oh no, it's Jessica giving me thumbs up. Thank you, Jessica. I love it. Hi, Tyler. So what happened was I looked at him and he said, I gotta show you what you gotta do. And he goes, I'll mark it. He's gonna tag it. So he's gonna tag it and say it's dangerous in my house. And I would have to fix this. So he pulls it out and he goes, this is what you have to do. You have to replace this silver pipe and you have to replace this where it connected to the gas. And I looked at him with my stupid blonde look and I said, you know, can you guys do it for me? He goes, well, if we do it for you, this is really good, you guys. He goes, if we do it for you, it will be a $47 service fee. And I'm like, $47, really? And he goes, yeah. And I said, okay, and anything else? And he goes, well, for the equipment, it's gonna be about 15 bucks. I go, 15 plus 47, I can handle that. So then we walked into the garage. Oh God, here goes my garage. So we walked into the garage, and in the garage, I have my handy dandy, that right there is my gas furnace. And my gas furnace he looked at, I had a safety check from the electric company to make sure that I was conserving energy. And they looked at it and they cleaned my filters. And they told me I have to clean my filters like every 3 or 4 months. So they showed me my filters. They showed me how to clean them. And he said that my filters were good. The gas was going to it really well. So that was good. So that's downstairs. But then downstairs we have 2 fireplaces. Looked at the fireplace, it wasn't leaking. And the other fireplace, believe it or not, somebody connected, I think I can show it to you. Somebody connected my fireplace with a water hose that should have been underneath the, should have been under. Hey, thank you for joining, Adrian. So here's my fireplace. Let me see if I can show it to you. This is my fireplace. And behind it, this is gonna be a little bit rough, okay, you guys? But inside there, I don't know if I can show it to you. See that yellow? Can you see it? It was yellow. That was a water hose. It should have been under a sink, connecting the gas to my fireplace. I'm like, are you kidding me? He goes, I'm gonna have to tag that. And I said to him, with my dumb blonde look that I had, I said, well, how hard is it that's pretty easy to do. I could probably do that. He goes, yeah, you could go to Home Depot, get the right pipe. I looked at him and I go, do you have the right pipe on your truck? And he goes, yeah. And I go, how much will that be? He goes, well, since we already charge you for one service fee, he goes, we don't have to charge you for another. All we have to charge you is for the part. And I said, how much? And he said, 15 bucks. I said, do it. So he did it. So every time he found something wrong with my house, I'm going upstairs now. Every time he found something wrong with my house, my next words were, how much? And do you have the part? So he came upstairs. This is where he found leak number 2. So I only had 2 leaks. And that's here. And this is the second furnace. So I have 2 furnaces. And he looked at the 2 furnaces. This is, oh, look what he did. Hold on, I'll show you what he did. Let me get the light on so you can see. So over here, this is what he did. I think you can see it if I do the camera right. See right there? That, yeah, I'm sorry, I shut us off. I think I'm back on. I'm not sure. Am I? It's not clicking. Yep, there it goes. Hi again. Anyways, did you guys see that whole yellow pipe? All of that? He did all of that for me. And I said, how much? And he said, $12. So every time we found something that had a problem, he fixed it. And I'd say, how much? And so he was only supposed to be here for 2 hours on Monday. He got here at 9 o'clock and he didn't leave until 3 o'clock. Everything in my home that had gas running to it, which I have 7 items, completely fixed, completely repaired. And now my house is cleared for safety from the gas company. Now, what I have to share with you guys is if you're interested in real estate, a gas leak could blow up at any time. So for instance, I have a rental property in Irvine that's a house about the same size. I seem to buy the same kind of things. So I smelled the gas at my house in Irvine on Memorial Day, and I called the gas company. I'm like, I know it's Memorial Day, but I smell gas. And the guy came out and he didn't smell the gas. And then he took the machine and he tested it, and there was a gas leak. And the thing is if anybody would have walked past my meter with a cigarette, they would have, I'm trying to be able to see you guys. The house could have blown up. So get this, they didn't see that in the inspection before you bought it. Okay, so Tyler, this is the house I live at. I bought this house when I was 26 years old. So I've been here for over, 26 years old? I'm gonna be 62 this year. Yeah, I don't know who changed that pipe in the chimney, but I will tell you this, and I know it's really bad to say, and he'll never see it, so who cares? My son's father, I have this gut feeling he was trying to kill me. I kid you not. I know that sounds crazy, but okay, so that gas thing was tricked with a water hose. When he put my spa in my bathroom, he didn't ground it. So the people who replaced my bathtub said that anytime I took a bath, I could have been electrocuted. And then one time I was watching TV and a scorpion free to join my class. So you guys, it's so important to make sure that your gas line and your electrical, not just that you're conserving energy, but that your house is safe. And so this is a free safety inspection that Southern California Gas Company did for me. And they did it because I was changing the meter. But once they were here, the $47 covered everything. So when I got down to it and I had all the parts and all the things fixed, the total was $147. So my house is completely safe for $147. And I have no fear that anything's gonna happen to my home. So I just wanted to share that with you, that the gas company provides that. The electric company, what they provide, and see, now I'm having my front door redone, I'll let you see. So my front door is gonna match my new garage doors. I haven't been on for a while. So here's my front door. It was completely sanded. It's gonna match the garage door, which is over here. So maintenance is expensive. There's my new garage doors. Maintenance is expensive. What'd you say? My wife passed her California real estate sales exam. She watched so many and studied so many of my videos. Thank you so much. And she had confidence when she went in. You're so welcome. I am trying to help as many people pass the state exam as possible. And the Department of Real Estate realizes that something's changed, because when I was there talking to the Department of Real Estate at one of their meetings in Sacramento, I said, are you noticing that a lot more people are passing their exam? And he giggled and he kind of said yes. And I go, that's because they're taking my test. I mean, my class, my state exam class. So I think that's awesome, because we're here on this earth to help each other. And if we all help each other and we help build our careers, you know, everybody can live a great life. So I'm here to help you guys. If you have any questions about the California exam, they are going to be changing it, and they're changing the qualifications. So make sure if you're going to get your California real estate license that you're going to want to do it as soon as possible, because things are changing in January and they're constantly changing. So I'm glad I was able to finally kind of give you a tour of my home and give you guys some insight of free stuff that you can get done. You know, and have a safety check. I mean, think about doing this before you list your home, and talk to your homeowners when you're listing a home and say, hey, whenever you sell a home, the buyers are going to do a home inspection. And I will tell you right now that if I had to hire somebody to come in and look at all my lines and do a home inspection, they probably would have charged me a whole lot more than the gas company charged me to go ahead and have those things repaired. So to have it done before a home inspector and before a handyman or a contractor comes in, it's gonna cost you a lot less if you take care of it before. Kind of like your termite inspections and your termite reports. God, I have a whole story I can tell you about them. And since you guys are hanging with me, do you guys want to hear the story about the termites? Because I'll tell you what happened when I flipped a house with termites. I don't know. I don't see anybody saying, yeah, tell us a termite story. But I am going to do some more classes. Yes, Jessica, I'll do it for you. So I'm walking through my backyard while I'm talking to you because the lighting is so weird wherever I go. I'm going to head for my new, I got a new, it looks kind of crazy right now, but it's a patio cover. So let me tell you about the termite story. So my ex-husband and I were flipping a house. And what basically happened was, you know, we had just bought the house. It was only a couple years old, and when we bought the house, it had no termites. So this is a great thing for all of you guys to talk about with your sellers. Sellers should always get a termite report before they list the house. Did you guys hear me say that? Before you list the house, okay? And the reason you want to do that is this is what happened. We bought the house, we did a termite inspection, we completely repainted the outside, we made the house look amazing, and we had a termite inspection done. And the termite inspection said we had $1,000 worth of damage. And I said to my husband, I said, that just doesn't make sense. I mean, the whole house was painted on the outside. There was nothing that showed any kind of damage or anything that it should have showed that would show termites. So I said to my husband, I said, why don't you take the termite report and go and look at where they say there's termites. So he's not a handy guy at all. I mean, this is a guy, I kind of think he married me just to flip houses because he knew I flipped houses and he had no idea what to do. And he wanted to flip houses. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, so we bought the house, we did the whole thing, and he went out there to do the termite inspection, and he looked on the termite inspection, and he went up there and he took a wet rag and he wiped it, and it was soot. It was just dirt where the first termite thing was. The second area where they said there was termites was up on the top eave, and he took a wet rag and he wiped it off, and both areas were just dirt. And so then we sent out a different termite company before we listed the house, and they said it was clear. So we had a clear termite report, and we put that on with the listing, because you can upload the termite report that you already have up on the listing and show that you know your home seller did their due diligence and they already have a termite report that's clear. So a lot of times you have these companies, I hate to say this, but they take advantage of people who are selling their homes, and you want to make sure that you bite those things in the butt in the beginning. So if you do things to your home that you know are correct, and to call the gas company like I did to change my meter, and it was free, and it turned into a safety inspection, which would have cost me so much more if let's just say I was listing my house and I had the safety inspection done, and for $147 they fixed everything that was wrong. If I would have hired somebody to come out and do that, I'm telling you it would have been $600 or $700. So to keep your house safe for yourself, and then when you go to decide to sell it, although I am that one broker that says never sell, you guys never sell unless you're flipping, okay? If I can teach a homeowner how to keep their home and buy another home, I'm still gonna get a commission on their other home. So why would you want them to sell a home when they could become investors and buy more homes, and you could teach them how to build their wealth? And that's what this is about, helping people, building your wealth, becoming self-sufficient with your real estate, and understanding how to do this. I know a lot of my students want me to do a home investor deal, and I will. It's just been really, really crazy. And being on the board of realtors, I got more stuff I can tell you. I have so much I can teach you. One of the other things is, remember they were gonna raise the interest rates for people with good credit? Do you guys remember that? So just like a couple weeks ago, they were lowering the interest rate for people with bad credit for people who had no down payment. So the lower down payment and the worse credit you had, they were going to give you a better interest rate. And then they were going to push that cost onto people who had good credit and who had a big down payment. So they're going to make the people who qualified and work hard for good credit pay for the people who have bad credit, which makes no sense at all. So the National Association of Realtors were fighting that, and we won. So they still lowered the price for people who needed help to buy, but they didn't pin it on to the people who worked hard to get good credit. I still don't think it was completely fair, because it's not really fair giving those people better interest rates. It should be the same for everybody. I mean, we talk about discrimination, and honestly, we shouldn't discriminate in anything, and we shouldn't discriminate because somebody has better or worse credit. However, you know, if you're not paying your bills on time, are you going to pay your house payment on time? I don't know. So anybody have any questions for me while I'm on here? I got my hair in it's nasty out here. Anybody questions? I'd love to help you. Anyway, I just wanted to say hi to everybody and give you all that great information. And thank you for following me. Thank you for giving me the thumbs up. And let me know if you have any questions regarding real estate, because I'm here for you. And I'll help you any way I can. If you want to invest in real estate or you have any questions, feel free to contact me. You guys all know how to get a hold of me. Sharon Butler. Don't forget, if you're trying to get your real estate license, hey, Elaine, how's it going? You got to watch what I just said. It's phenomenal information. But you guys, if you want to get your real estate license, my class, I'm getting everybody past the state exam, and I'm here to help you. Have a wonderful weekend. It is Memorial Weekend, so if anybody wants to come over and go swimming, let me know. See you soon.